I am live this morning at the Rams grocery store in downtown Basse-Terre, their flagship grocery store on the Bay Road. Well, when I stepped inside Rams this morning, I had to take a double take, literally, because I wasn't sure if I was in the right place. Sometime in the last few days, because I was in Rams like a week ago, sometime in the last few days, the old Rams disappeared and there's a brand new, shiny, spanking new tile floored Rams supermarket right downtown Basse-Terre on the Bay Road. I am with the owner and the Chief Executive Officer of Rams Trading, the group of companies. Mr. Kishu Chandiramani is with us here today. Mr. Kishu, I was in here a week ago. I almost had to step back out and make sure I was in the right place. What have you done?
Well, it was always our desire to upgrade this location, which is our first business. We started here in 1960, and it was a 27 by 54 supermarket, and we have grown and grown. And
what's the floor space in 2012?
2012, we would have about, between all the supermarkets, about 60 to 80,000 square feet of retail space.
Wow. No, you mentioned that this is the first food outlet. You did have another retailer.
Yeah, before that we had the American House on Liverpool Road and so on. As a matter of fact, your grandmother, Alma Montrichard, was one of our customers in Old Road.
So you keep telling me, Mr. Kishu. So she probably shopped at Ram Supermarket as well.
Yes, I guess over the years. And your dad, Rex, Well,
I certainly remember coming into Rams as a kid when we visited St. Kitts and Nevis. And for the last couple of decades, it has sort of looked the same.
Yeah.
What triggered this now?
Well, basically, when you're in business, you got to look around for opportunities, and you got to see what your competition is doing. And basically, we lied low for a while to see what was actually happening. And then we just finished in November last year upgrading our store in Nevis. And now we're doing this, and then we move on to Bird Rock.
Well, let's talk a bit about what we've done here. This is the Ram Supermarket on the Bay Road. First off, completely new flooring. These are new tiles?
Yes, actually, all the equipment, the air conditioning, the refrigeration, the shelves, and the new floor, everything is brand new. We stripped everything. And I must thank the people who work for me, my staff, and my service providers, the masons, the carpenters, the electricians. We closed Saturday afternoon, and in 5 days did the transformation, what you see today.
Well, and it certainly is, and it seems more spacious though. Have you laid out the aisles, or is it just that the new aisle shelving is narrow?
We have used different angles and so on to create more visibility and shopping experience and comfort to the customers.
So this morning is your first morning open. What has the response been so far?
Very good, very good. I can't complain, and I'm sure that we have a good client base, as you said. People I come down on Saturdays or Fridays and stay there, and some of the old people still come to shop here, the mothers and the grandmothers and the grandchildren, so.
No, I must say, I have, as you mentioned, just in the last year or so, I've been seeing all of this modernization, if you will, of Rams. Rams was sort of the traditional family, company. Not in a bad way, in a good, reliable. Yeah. You know what Rams looks like and feels like. No, something has changed in the last year. Now, is this totally? You're now going technological, you're online, you've got Facebook and websites, and you're repping, and is this totally competition driven, or is this a change in the corporate culture? Is something happening in Rams administration? Maybe some new young people are kind of saying, but daddy, we need to do this. I'm just curious.
Well, as you know, I'm a broad thinking person. I'm 70 now, so my children it's a family business, and they're going to inherit it, and so I do things to suit them rather than to suit me, because this is what they're going to inherit, and they got to make sure that they could live with it.
No, there was a time when you made all the decisions.
Well, I still do, I must admit. They come to me, they don't move without me, but I give them my blessings all the time.
And are you comfortable with this? You're slowly passing the...
Yeah, I think one has to look at life, Your mind might be willing, but the body gets weak,
And of course you have 4 daughters. Are they all involved in the business?
Yeah, they're all very much involved, and the third generation is coming up. So let's see what happens.
Well, congratulations to you on this new look of Rams. I'm actually going to walk around. I understand you have some employees. Well, there's Val, who has been with you, I understand, for 19 years.
Yes, we have staff who's been with us 30, 40 years. And
like Joy Peets, I understand.
Joy Peets, Mr. Smith, Kumar here has been here.
Kumar has been here very long. How long has he been here?
I would say about 25 to 30 years.
Wow.
Yeah. So, so they all been, I mean, if I look at my key staff, top 15, 20 of them, I could say each of them be more than 25 years.
What is the secret? Why do people stay with Rams Trading that long?
The reason being, we are a family-oriented company, so our decisions are based on not monetary values. I mean, I tell my staff, if you want more money, I'm sure you could go get a job somewhere. But if you want comfort level, I can offer you. 3 things I don't tolerate is bad language, indiscipline, and stealing. And
but other than that, no, I also understand that you're very supportive of parents who are working for you if there's a family crisis, those sorts of things.
Sure, we do that. As a matter of fact, we have some people working at the third generation. The grandmother worked, the mother worked, and now the children are coming to work for us.
So it really is not just your family, but your staff's family as well.
Yeah. So we try to look after people. We employ about 500 people.
Across all the companies?
Yeah, all the companies. So, you have to, after all, business is people. And you got to deal with people.
We're talking to Mr. Kishu Chandiramani, who heads up probably one of the largest, I would say, diversified companies in St. Kitts and Nevis. What are some of your companies that fall under the Rams Group?
Well, we have Rams Trading here.
And what's that? That's wholesale?
That's supermarkets, retail and wholesale. Then we have Sugar Bay Club, Sun and Sand, Fairview, Dalil Walwyn, we are the majority shareholders. And
so Dalil Walwyn and its subsidiaries.
Yeah, all of that. Yeah. So my family, we own the 75% of that, 74% of it.
No, I understand that you came here many years ago. Your aunt was Ramchandani.
Yeah, Mrs. Ramchandani, Mrs. Rams. That's where the name came from. Everybody used to call her Mrs. Rams.
So you were the adopted son, sort of.
Yeah, you could say that,
When did your aunt start the company, and what was it like for you arriving here as a young teen?
Well, my aunt, the family was started by my uncle in 1935.
That would have been her husband.
Her husband. He had a contract. He was working in Curacao and going back to India for vacation and get married. And he stopped here. He liked the island. He jumped off the boat. That's 1935. And stayed on.
But he did go back and get
He got married in 1942. He came back.
I brought your aunt back.
And he passed away in 1952. And my aunt was a widow. She had no children. So she brought one of her other nephews, Mr. B as he was known. And he moved to St. Martin eventually. And I looked after the business in St. Kitts. We opened the supermarket business in 1960. And then all is history.
And you started yourself. You were quite a young teenager. What do you recall of the company and even Bastair back in the early late 50s?
The day I arrived here on 30th of November 1956.
Was it a boat or a plane?
Plane. We came back.
I don't know what was going on in the 50s, Mr. Kishu.
And there were no street lights. Very few. The stores didn't have showcase. Everybody had a stone wall or a wooden windows.
So how do you know what the store had to offer?
Well, people didn't shop, what you call window shopping. That didn't exist in those days. You went into those stores and saw what you had to see.
Wow. And was this one of the first bigger supermarkets then?
Yes, actually, Kawaja's had Scotch House. They were the first ones, and I came here, and then we took it from there.
And here we are now, and so this opened in 1960, so we're talking 52 years.
52 years. That location for 52 years.
Is this the first major? Well, I remember when this upper side wasn't here at all.
No.
So that would have been the first major expansion?
What happened is we opened a little place Actually, this was already in my aunt's garage. And I said I wanted to open, so she gave me this piece of land. So we built it. And then we kept expanding, and then we kept bought the buildings down the block. So we ended up owning the whole block.
Well, and so this is a quick history of Rams. Well, Rams Trading, but of course Rams Supermarket right here on the Bay Road. Where just in 5 days, because I'm sure I was here a week ago, there has been this miraculous transformation. It's all new floors, all new shelving, and something about the way they've angled and lined everything up makes it here seem very, very spacious. Lots of room to move around. Have you put in new computers and all of that here as well? But you had upgraded all of your scanners.
Point of sale system and so on, and refurbished the counters and so on.
No, so in this location, how many employees do you have?
I would say about 70 to 80.
In this,
Because we have 2 shifts. We open at 8 in the morning, and so we work shift system.
well, thank you very much for talking to us, Mr. Kishu. Thank you.
Thank you, Tony.
Thank you. And I must invite people to come down and see the new look Rams on the Bay Road in Bastair, right downtown. I was hoping to talk to Val and Kumar, but they seem to have disappeared on us.